And we're back. And we are not surprised to see the Cillian ban. We talked about it in the previous pick and ban. As Ziggy does play a mean Cillian. And they have shown a nice little promise of being able to swap. Let's try again. They have shown that they can swap Maria May and Ziggy playing top lane and mid lane, as Ziggy does play a lot of Ornn, and Maria May can play stuff like Kassadin, Kiana, LeBlanc. So, decent abilities between themselves to flex, and they are indeed being targeted out now as the Vladimir for Maria May is taken away, and this is kind of similar to what we saw before. We do expect to see the Ornn being banned by the red side, as Dr. seems like it does play a lot of it, and, you know, it's Ornn. Seems like SUDOKU did not like the Orianna from Delusional Kid last game, and maybe this time around they like there's a bunch of stuff that they need to ban or pick themselves. So they do need to ban the Ornn. That Olaf looked terrifying, honestly. That Gnar looked terrifying. So either need to ban it away, pick it themselves. Okay. Well, okay, that's one problem solved. The Ornn is the one taken away in the end. And now are they gonna first pick? Could be the MF, honestly, could be the Leona, Nautilus if they want to. I would expect it to be bot lane related. Or the Mordekaiser possibly. But it's gonna be the Thresh eventually for Smack 56. He plays a mean Thresh, that's one of his most played champions. So he's happily picking it up. And this Rise is probably just gonna go over to Ziggy Biggy. So they probably wanted to pick Thresh, and that's why they went for the Olaf ban, but I'm still a little bit surprised. Mischievous doesn't play well, he does play Olaf, and yeah, I don't remember exactly how many games he has on him. But alright, they're going what worked for them last time, just swapping out the Leona for the Thresh. Maria May has to think carefully about what she's gonna pick against this Gnar, and honestly, probably should go for the ADC at this point. That's gonna be the Kai'Sa, hovered, possibly locked in, which could represent a problem. If this is indeed Ziggy Biggy going with the Rise in the mid lane, I'm wondering what Maria May is actually gonna play. And if she's going to be playing an AP champion, and that's a lot of AP coming out of their roster. So we're missing the jungler and mid lane for Somnio eSports. Cassiopeia taken away. Delusional Kid can play a bunch of other stuff, so Syndra and Cassiopeia and Orianna and Ryze have all been taken away. He could play the Kassadin, which is still open. He could be picking up Rumble, perhaps. And maybe if they go for something like a Rumble J4, that could be looking real good. Like, real good. The Wombo combo, Bronze Zodia. So, that's something... okay, then. Okay. A little bit flummoxed by the Aatrox ban, but sure. I mean, I guess it could be a Gnar bot lane, I suppose. Maybe even a jungler. Who knows? Oh dear. This could be just the J4 into the Rumble. Do it. J for Rumble. J for Rumble. They're thinking about it. And it's locked in. So Monto is pretty good when he gets to build magic resist. He loves building magic resist. He goes into Spirit Visage. He has the innate magic resist from his... is it masochism? The E is the sadism, right? Well, we'll see. So he's pretty good when the enemy team is stacking AP, and it looks like they are stacking AP indeed. I am super interested in seeing what the final thing is going to be. What are they going to do? Ah, the Burning Agony. Kaisa is an ADC. Oh dear. Uh-oh. So Heimerdinger maybe placeholder? Yeah, they're talking about Kled being the last pick. Cool. That's like, Heimer, really? Uh-oh. Munto's gonna crush you. Kled is better, especially when there's a Mundo on the enemy team, as Kled can apply that grievous wounds. And Kled is a pretty good solo laner. We're gonna get back into the championship select real quick and see how this lines up. And the bands are gonna be quickly coming in. Is it gonna be the jungle Mundo? Is it gonna be the jungle Gnar? So we were talking about Gnar in the previous... Oh no, I opened up my email. No. Cool. So we were talking about Gnar. Where did I put it? Let's see. So 10.4, his Hyper, the 3-stack passive, which does bonus magic damage on the third pop. It's capped against monsters, but they increased the damage cap from like 100, 150, 200 to like flat 300 at all ranks. So maybe it's the jungle? No, it's not. Okay. Never mind. This is how it's gonna roll out. So Mariame playing the Kled in the top lane, seems like. So that's gonna be super interesting because it feels like that's gonna be more of a matchup than the last one. The Gnar against Mordekaiser, it seemed like the Gnar could just be bullying him from far away. He has the ranged matchup favorite into jumping in with the Mega Gnar and Gnaring. But Kled does not go down easily. If you play top lane against Kled, you know what I mean. He refuses to die, and when he gets that, like, Skarl, when Skarl comes back just before he dies, like, before that final tick of damage that should have killed him, he gets all the bonus health back again. Fun. So the thing I was worried about is that they are running a lot of AP damage into a Mundo, into... well, Gnar can go like Black Cleaver into something tanky, he could go for the Spirit Visage if he wanted to. Kled at least forces them to at least go a little bit AD. And Kaisa doesn't do pure AP damage though. She is not a pure AP machine, but her passive does AP damage, her W does it, the Void Seeker, so... a lot of her damage is coming from that magic portion. I thought the Spectre delay was over and I was, nope. We still have 3 minutes to wait. Woo! There we go. Hopefully, somehow we can bully Riot Games into giving us League Unlocked for at least the division, so we don't have to have placeholders in remakes because remakes take a lot of time. Woohoo! But as you can see now, Marime is actually running Ignite. And Kled does have the charge to get around quickly. Maybe they're just gonna put Kled in mid lane, Ignite against the Victor, try to kill him, and then have the charge to roam around. Like he pops his ultimate and he's suddenly in bot lane out of nowhere. That could be real interesting. And if you look at the stats for Dr. Mundo in the jungle, Dr. Mundo, his win rate is probably artificially inflated because that seems really high. Huh, interesting. Like real high. I do feel like you should be able to bully him, at least before he gets to level 6. You maybe could have picked something aggressive like the Olaf, but he was banned away this game, so I don't think Sejuani can actually punish him in the jungle. I think Mundo can just run away with it and then farm up, become big and strong, come out of the jungle, unkillable beast, run deep into the enemy lines. With the Gale Storm following him, with the Bullet Time following him, with Gnar just jumping around. So I'm not feeling confident on how I want to say this game is going to go. Somnio looked ridiculously strong in the last game, but it also felt like they were both playing well, and they also drafted really nicely. There was a nice synergy between them. They now have a lot of AoE burst, and I mean a lot of it. But there's less lockdown. So they had the gravity field from Victor to lock stuff down into the box from Thresh. Misfortune can slow them down. Mundo is just gonna do whatever the hell he pleases. And then Gnar with the ultimate, so there's less of... it's more difficult to land the CC, but they do still have plenty of it. Now we can jump away, as we are now loading into the game. Should only be a minute, hopefully. And this could be the final game in this best of 3 series. Somnio eSports only one game away of actually securing their spot in the Pro Division, going up against the big boys. Yeah, this is the final opportunity for SUDOKU. They do need to win 2 games in a row to actually get anywhere. They are the ones behind, and it's basically all or nothing for them at this point. Delusional Kid going with the cleanse in the mid lane. I fully agree with it. There's a lot of lockdown coming his way from... Oh, what's it called? The Kled thing, the bear trap. The bear trap on a rope. It's gonna be locking it down. The Sejuani, of course, is pretty good at seizing people. And he might even see a Nautilus roaming his way as well. He can punish. If he does land the gravity field in the Gale Storm, possibly on the third, he can punish, but he needs to be healthy to do it. So that's why he's forced onto the cleanse instead of the teleport. We are finally into the game. I'm gonna turn off the championship music. As you can hear, we are listening to the sweet, sweet in-game sounds of Summoner's Rift. I have been given a thumbs up, and we are switching over. Beautiful, beautiful Summoner's Rift. We are back again. Somnio eSports 1 game ahead. They played pretty calm, pretty collected in the last one. Felt like at least they weren't letting the nerves show.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
But this is the moment when the fingers get cold. Maybe your legs start shaking, twitching. And this is when they need to keep cool. And just play like they played in the last game. And that should secure them the spot. And maybe being one game under is enough to light the fire onto SUDOKU's asses.
Minions have spawned.
Let's just ask our best man Flatted to rearrange the scoreboard. It's probably not going to be the Kai'Sa mid. Yeah, buddy. Thank you. Nope, it's the Kled mid. Woo! Aggressive Kled in the mid lane. I like it. Insane roam potential and late in the mid here from the SUDOKU guys. Not going to catch anything out. Samheri did start with the blue buff. And they should smell the fact that something went on. Like, they don't have vision of it. Oh, wait. Yeah, look at bot lane. Look at bot lane. Look at Hrollur and Smack. Cool. They stayed far away. They knew something was up, then they didn't overstand. And that could have been an easy gank from Mischiefs on them. So, smart play from the Somnio bot lane. I like it. And Delusional Kid needs to be so careful. Kled is a pretty good champion, he does a lot of damage. And he's running that Ignite, he is looking to kill in this mid lane. Good old vertical jungling as the junglers trade jungle camps. And this could be Mischiefs playing around the bot lane. Or the mid lane. So top is probably just gonna be farming, chilling, and then teleporting into the fight when they're needed. Screensly did pick up a solo kill on Marime in the last game. Could happen again. Now Marime going deep on Delusional Kid, landing everything. A little bit of a late cleanse, but the gravity field is enough. Is it though? As they're both flashing on the turret. Marime is so healthy as Sigibig is tanking. No, Mischiefs is tanking everything. No, he's gonna go down though. With Samheri even picking up the assist. Oh no, gravity field is so good. Marime blowing flash, blowing ignite, and dying for it. That's not how you wanted to go. Now it's not like even Samheri doing so much, and yeah. I would suspect this is now the game where Yordle Stomper goes for the AP build of the Kai'Sa. He's probably just gonna go for the standard. Might even go Manamune and just try to get his Q and E evolves locked in as soon as possible. And that is when Kai'Sa becomes the terrorist that she is. So they did blow everything on Delusional Kid. Now the question is, are they just gonna try to go for it again and this time actually pull it off? They don't have the Ignite, they don't have their flashes. But possibly if Delusional Kid overextends and he doesn't have great wards to spot anything coming out, then that could be an opportunity for Mischiefs. This is also like a mental blow this early in the game to have the gank and almost pulled off perfectly, but ends up blowing up in their faces. So they need to show that they are tilt-proof and they can come back for it. Back from it. Mischiefs looking for the gank on bot lane. Oh, no. Hrollur flies away, not quite enough. Does not get away from the dress line. But making rain, slowing them down enough so they can just walk away. Ending up with Hrollur and Smacker only trading flashes. Now, Mischiefs has most of his upper jungle up. He does need to go and pay a visit. And could rotate from it to the mid lane, but Delusional Kid has those wards to spot him out. It's so difficult also to push in the wave against the Victor, so Kled is not going to be able to do that so easily. That could have been an option for that to, like, he had the bigger wave, he could have pushed it in quickly and try to settle the dive, but it's just not possible in the Kled versus Victor lane, so Mischief's gonna go for the bot lane, roam again. Thought the Screensly has just teleported to the top lane, so Sigibigi Well, Sigibigi could have teleported in to help his friends out, with Dr. seriously not being able to join the fight, but Dressland did not connect in the end, so it doesn't matter. Samir is looking for a little bit of assistance around the dragon. He doesn't have vision of it. Contemplating going over by himself. Come on, put the ward. Do get vision for that. Wait, do they? Yeah, okay, Lantern finally confirming that no one is doing dragon, but it looked like it was pulled away by the cleaver and then the vision for Victor showed no dragon. Where is it? Which didn't actually answer any questions. But now Mrs. Marime looking to take at least the scuttler down. And I feel like Samhiri needs something. He needs level 6, he has the Bami Cinder up, but should need to get the Cinderhulk up and running. It doesn't feel like he can actually do a lot at this point. If we look at Samir for a bit, he is almost dead. Look at Samir. Solo has to back away. I think he tried to do something clever there. Oh, no! Shut up. Well, he survived in the end, and I'm interested in seeing what people running Mundo Jungle do. Apparently most of them taking fleet footwork. Interesting. Is it just to stay alive? Is this clear that bad? Does help him run quick though, so maybe that's just it. Run quicker. He is pretty mobile. Oh, okay. Go back. Chrono shift. Yeah, that looked terribly easy. Alright, solo kill in the top lane, showing that at this point in time Sigibigi can not do a damn thing in this matchup. That does not bode well for them. Sigibigi is still working on his crucial items. He doesn't have the... Well, he's going for the last chapter into the tiers, so probably should be seeing an Archangel soon. But those are not exactly combat stats that he's getting. It's gonna be a while before Archangel is stacked. So 2 kills now in favor for Somnio. And only 1 Cloud Dragon behind. Herald started up, Deluxe Kid on the flank to keep his team safe. And this should just be a freebie. For once, I want to see a turret taken down to 3 plates and then Shelly popped to immediately secure the first turret. We haven't seen it yet. And now Sigibigi slightly out of position as Samir is looking for the gank on him. He's gonna lock it down, popping the ultimate to go deep on Sigibigi. Sigibigi does not have the flash, but he just runs away. Cleaver's not doing enough, not at this point. Dr. Screensley couldn't catch up, he had the wave to deal with. And now Clad throwing out the charge! Running in, you're not getting... No! Rodlin missing the flash on the wall, he's gonna pay for it with his life as Jordan Stopper does pick that up. Glacier Prison doing the rest of it to lock down Smack 56. We shouldn't teach people on panic flashes, but I'm gonna teach them on it anyway, as Sigibigi falls down under the turret. Dr. Screamslayer times making it look easy. Shelly pop, maybe a little bit too soon? No, they're gonna get it down, and the true damage from Shelly should do most of the rest. securing that first turret of the game. So even with those 2 kills in the bot lane, the gold is still in Somnio eSports' favor.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Kled seems to be in the same category as Misfortune, in that he can go to base and like, what am I gonna buy? I have no gold. Longsword. And he recalls again. 2 longswords. Longsword. More longsword. Oh, the Delusional Kid dragged back. Hailstorm thrown out, but Gravity Field good enough to keep Maria May away from him. Maybe feels like that time they could have gone for it. Like Maria May and Mischiefs both have their flashes. Or they're burned from that first turret dive of the game. Smack now locked in the pit, but Dr. Screamsley and Samir coming in to help him out. Is it gonna be soon enough though? Smack 56 keeping himself alive with the lantern for a little bit. No, Ignar's gonna take Jordan actually going in with the ultimate to take him down. Now Dr. Screamsley in trouble as he has not stacked up the Mega Gnar quite yet. But boop, going in after Smack. They're gonna pick up the kill on him. And now Siggy Biggy and Maria May forced to run away. With Mischiefs on the flank, almost has the Glacial Prison up. And 10 seconds roughly until the dragon spawns. Big ultimates blown. Well, there's nothing that SUDOKU can do, so Somnio securing themselves a mountain dragon. Not terrible when you have Gnar and Mondo on your team. Those are already some beefy boys. Gnar now 3-0. Dr. Screamsley looking strong yet again. Samir not quite having the same pop-off game as he had last time. Still though, doing good on this Mondo. Now Smacker going in on, is this a good idea though? Misty's throwing the Glacier Prison onto Samir. Samir taking so. Dr. Screamsley just 1 against 3 here, taking Order Stumble down to nothing. Gonna go, no, refusing to die. Maria May gets the extra stun and has to flash away. Somnio eSports just refusing to die. Oh, sniper lead. Well, got something for himself at least. It's gotta feel like that when you're Samheri. So, we all have those games where you're playing good. You're playing against what am I trying to say? You have a game where you're playing against 4 good people. No wait, that's another story. Let me try again. So you're in a game and there's one person on the other team who's kind of bad. He's the threat. And you have to lock him down, you have to throw a bunch of stuff at him. So you throw the Sejuani ult at him, you throw the rest of it, maybe throw an Ignite as well. And then he types in the whole chat after he dies, 3 ultimates to kill me. And it's so annoying, but we're all tilt-proof here. So, in this case, this is one of those rare scenarios where Samir could actually type, like, wait, why are you throwing all of that at me? He lives. And Glacial Prison is thrown at him, and they try to blow up Mundo, while the rest of his team is like, okay, good, thank you. That is his purpose, to tank. Cool. Thank you for cooperating. Dr. Screamsley hasn't hit level 11 yet, so it doesn't have the second rank of the Gnar. Still only a tiny bit of gold difference, and Kaisa is actually stacking nicely. Gonna be unlocking those evolves soon. Okay. Indeed. She's gonna scale nicely into the late game. Orice is gonna scale nicely into the late game. Sejuani will be beefy. Even if her ganks are not going quite as planned, Clyde is gonna be a threat. So I feel like Somnio is kinda on the clock to actually get a difference now. Not sure how the late game from them is gonna be. Like, they do have the lockdown, they do have the one combo. But if I were them, I would be relaxed with a bigger goal lead, because this is not a big one. One way to get a goal is to pick up the second Shelly of the game to secure another turret. Only 2 turrets gone down so far, bringing the goal lead to basically dead even. And they're pinging mid lane. They're gonna group up. Dr. Kingsley does have the teleport. He could join the fight at any moment. Let's look at mid. They're missing the minion wave though, which should buy SUDOKU at least a little bit of time to regroup. As Jordo's number is going to base, picking himself something pretty up. Gonna be going for that Rage Blade, second item. Ocean's Ray coming up in 45 seconds. Plenty of time left on the Eye of the Herald. We do not flame people for missing cannon minions. We just casually mention it. We do laugh at that though. Oh, Scuttler. So good at dodging. Maybe you're all too used to people dodging all the time, you have to predict it, and then like when you have a thing that walks in a straight line, that's when it gets difficult. Well, Sicky Picky basically walked in a straight line and ate a hook for his troubles. So that's one way to guarantee a dragon for your team. Just kill the carry on the enemy team, who's now 0-3 on this rise. Nice try, Earl Stopper. Not gonna get it with this one, with the Void Seeker. Ooh, what happens when you look at your Jumper if you like get his overlay up? Yeah, okay. I was hoping we could see the bars. And now they're going in as Clyde pops the ultimate. Dr. Screamsly now in the backline though, taking all the damage, taking pretty low, still alive. Passive from Kaiser not popping. Yes, it does eventually as he is taking down Shutdown, going to the Yorstopper. Bullet time going out on Smacker, who goes golden to stay alive. And team fight going over to Somnio eSports eventually as Sorley does secure that double kill. And Yorstopper throwing out the Catherine Rain over the wall. Ooh, Voidseeker doesn't land, Mario May going down. Triple kill picked up for Hrottler. Finally, 4 people dying for SUDOKU. Engage tried by them, doesn't quite work out. All of the carriers still alive except for Dr. Screamsly. And he will happily trade his life for that result, as they are not gonna get much more than this, but still a pretty good result. And finally pulling a little bit ahead in gold. I kind of suspect that Dr. Screamsly is just gonna go for something like Guardian Angel, honestly. He's doing so much damage, he's so far ahead, and like he jumps in, has the Conqueror. We are still missing stuff like Execution's Calling from Yorostumper, who has a pretty strict build path. Maria May, of course, has it built in. It's not crucial, but probably will be, as Samheri, of course, has that ultimate of Dr. Wundo, Sadism. And there are 2 more Ocean Drakes potentially in the wings for Somnio. And if they get both of those and the Ocean Dragon Soul, then yes, this should probably be a Morello and Thornmill kind of game. And the thing that's a little bit rough for some SUDOKU is that most of their flashes are gone, while 3 of them are up for Somnio. And they are the ones looking to engage SUDOKU. They want to pull the trigger on the charge from Klett. Running in, have set Johnny follow me up, and like get everyone deep while Rise and Yorosumper are doing damage from far away. But Somnio are so good at saying, yeah, let's fight, and just run towards him as well, with Dr. Screamsley booping over the front line into the back line, and now the front line has to go back and kill Dr. Screamsley, who is a monster. Like, his name is super appropriate. He was a monster in the last game, he's gonna be a monster in this one as well. Jordasamper needs protecting, he needs saving. Kaisa is slippery, but she's just not quite slippery enough. And just feels unfair that everybody in Somnio eSports has kills. Is a threat. Everybody. It's just not one person carrying the rest of the team. All of them are playing well. All of them represent threats in team fights. Ow. Well, at least for now, on SUDOKU's side, it's mainly Jordasamper being whatever. Like, Maria May is still working on her items. She does not have the Black Cleaver up. Is this even a good Black Cleaver game? I'm not sure. Is this a good Sejuani game? She's not going to be stacking the passive like real soon, except for with Klad's help. And that's about it. But it's gonna be another fun 5v5. Let's open up our eyes and try to pay attention because this is gonna be an explosive one. This could be the third dragon. Oh, Kled is popping his charge. He is going in on the Victor, who is... Oh, the lantern over the wall to keep him safe. Supremely well done by them. They are just walking into the bullet time to eat all that damage. Hrottler is now on a rampage, and Dr. Screamsley is in his Mega Gunnar form, jumping around. Sikibiki trying to run for his life. Jordasamper is basically just... He's gone. Like, he knows the fight is over. He is not taking part in it. Are they gonna dive it? They are gonna dive it. Of course they are. They have the beefy frontliners. Hook is landing on Mischiefs, sacrificing him for Jordasamper to run away. 4 people dead. Almost a clean ace for Somnio eSports, securing the third dragon of the game for themselves. Only 1 dragon away now from the Ocean Soul, and this is looking real similar to the last game. Not quite as a massive lead as saw last time, but oh, that bait from Delusional Kid, so intended. Has to be. They blew most of their stuff on trying to kill him. The lantern, cheeky lantern over the wall, stopped their plans. And honestly, at that point, they should have said, okay, back off, back off. But instead, they walk into the brush where there's a Gnar waiting for them. There's a Mega Gnar. In the tri-brush, in the bot lane. There's a Chaos Storm waiting for them. There's the bullet time from Hrottler. Basically like the worst possible conditions to fight in, and you've blown a lot of your stuff already. As Sun Tzu would say, you done fucked up. If Mondo wasn't regenerating enough as it is, he is now regenerating 5% of his lost health. Thanks to those tricks. Now Kled is popping his charge again. They're going deep on Samir, who is taking so low. Goes golden to stay alive. Oh no, Delusional Kid taken down by Kled in the end. But look at Screamsley. There is just nothing they could do to try and stop him. Hrottler now running after Maria May while Mischief is trying to run for his life in the top lane. So 1% down. For Somnio eSports, that's just not enough, as the rest of them are super fed too. And now it is the ace coming out. It's gonna be the inhibitor turret going down, might even be the inhibitor, and possibly the game, even though the respawn timers are probably a little bit too short at this point. Frustration coming out from the SUDOKU team, pulling charges that they probably shouldn't do, trying to pick a winning fight. But there are just no real options here. Scaling into the late game, not an option anymore, feels like. As mid lane is now well and opened up, and all Somnio eSports needs to do is just chill, wait for super minions to go into the mid lane, and then start the Baron dance. And they can dance if they want to. Just be annoying, back out, or at least force SUDOKU to fully commit. And they've shown that they can punish it. Oh, Delusion Kid overstepping though. Does the flash to try and get away. He's rooted though. He's almost blown up. And Yorusambu cannot go in as Dr. Skimsley. Or does he though? Cheeky enters from him to pick up the kill on Delusion Kid. But not the right decision though. Good sound effects on that skin. Siggy uses that roll rope to just barely get out. I'm not sure how much gold Yorusambu got for killing Delusion Kid, but probably not enough. Started up. Maybe Mischiefs can be the hero for his team as he can go over the wall, but if he goes over, there's no coming back. It would be the death sentence, but they do not see him. We would have to guess, and he's not gonna up for it, just running away. Blue team picking up the Baron. This should be a free play on bot lane. Dr. Skimsley does not have the teleport up, so questions on whether they should go for the split. Probably should not. They do need him in 5v5 fights, as he is 9-1 yet again on Gnar. It feels like he's not gonna be playing Gnar again. Yorusambu getting strong, but potentially caught out here as Smack needs to just land a fly on him. Which he does into hook. No. Thanks to the evolved supercharge, now Kaisa can go invisible and run pretty quickly. As Rice is pushing that top lane. Chaos Storm thrown out the Mary. That's just a clean 1v1, and there's nothing Mario can do. No real magic resist for him, only the Merc Threats. Which is not enough when there's a victory that strong. And he's not even the strongest person on the team. Like, that's looking rough. Siggy has this Rod of Ages, really goddamn awfully late Rod of Ages. Only 6 stacks at 28 minutes. As Delusional Kid will fall though eventually to, well, kill actually going over to Mistius, which is not maybe what they wanted to do. And Screamslim now ruining Siggy day as Rotler picks up the 4th and final Elemental Dragon for themselves. And Sam Harry should now be truly well unkillable. Ocean Dragon Soul, 3 Ocean Dragons, and Sadism. He will not die. Never again. It's actually going to be interesting to see what happens like when he runs deep in and pops the stone plate. Is his health bar going to move? I haven't seen much of the Munto pick. I do feel like he could have been punished. That early clear from him did not look good at all. So unsafe. But didn't get punished. Sejuani not perhaps the strongest person for that role. So here we are. Supremely strong Munto in the jungle. Incredibly strong Gnar in the top lane. And Rotler is doing a decent chunk of damage himself. This is not like the last game where he was kind of like secondary support. His bullet time is gonna make people hurt. Now Dr. Skimsley in the bot lane. This could be the moment for them to go in. Mariame needs to pull the trigger, but he's actually backing away to the base. Someone needs to go into Dr. Skimsley. And Somnio, so annoying, just run away. 100% the correct decision. They do not want to take the 4v5, they don't have to risk it. And just by walking away, they pull SUDOKU after them. While at the same time, like, someone needs to go contest Gnar. They can't leave him alone. He now is going to have the teleport up and running, so if there's going to be a 5v5, he's going to be there. And SUDOKU in a pinch. I think the reason why we don't have a bigger goal lead is because most of the kills that SUDOKU have gotten have been pretty massive shutdowns, as their kills have been more often in the later stages of the game. Now 5 people grouped up to the mid lane to take down this inhibitor, open inhibitor, or just collapse on Siggy who's overextended, trying to run for his life. Should get out. Has the void staff, so hopefully he will now start to do damage, but still has 12 minutes left on his Rod of Ages. No, sorry, 1. I can count. Now, Siege on 2 fronts. And SUDOKU need to do something. Not that, though! No, friend. Well then, that should be the game secured. Honestly, Siggy missteps terribly. They're at least gonna lose 2 inhibitors for this, and like maybe Somnio just backs out, takes the Baron, and like carefully seals the deal. Siggy will be up in 30 seconds, so they don't have to risk it. Like they have nothing to. Good try, Smack. They have nothing to lose. They can just back out, take the Baron. It's gonna be free. It's not up for 40 seconds more. They could even go for the Elder Dragon. They don't have to stick around. They can though, but they don't have to. Just go out, wait for the super minions, pick up a free Baron, pick up a free Elder Drake, and then crush the game. I'm a big fan of them. They've been playing really well in this series. I can't wait to see more of them. I do expect that this is going to be the 2-0 series to secure Somnio into the Pro Division to play against the big boys. But it's not over yet. It's a 7k gold lead and an Ocean Dragon in Somnio's hands, but they can maybe pull off the dream. There are some pretty big shutdowns if they manage to take down Screamsley and Hrollur. I'm not sure how they would do it, but maybe they can. And the game, if the game gets delayed a little bit more, then Siggy and Jordarsnapper will actually become pretty real threats. Like, Jordarsnapper is not far away from it. But now Baron has been started up, I do believe. Good. There we go, starting up, no vision at all, supreme vision control from Somnio eSports as they see everything around them. And SUDOKU are completely blind as this Baron is gonna go down to Somnio, which should seal the deal. They are gonna be pinging the Elder Dragon, they should take it, honestly. Like completely force SUDOKU into either fighting for it or dancing for it at least. And with super minions pushing into the base, like Siggy has to be the one to try and stop the super minions and teleport in. But those fights are pretty goddamn fast. Like, they could be over before Siggy actually teleports in. 30 seconds until we see the dragon coming up. One of the annoying things about the ocean map is that you need 2 pink wards to spot everything in the dragon pit. Oh no, poor Smacker caught out and he's forced to flash away. With Maria May slowly being chunked down, and starts to Screamsley jumps in. And now we have 2 Siege minions in the top lane pushing in, another one coming in the mid lane. Is this just gonna be a... Yeah, they may not even go for the... Oh, the damage onto Smacker from the Chaos Storm into everything. Screamsley flashing into lockdown. That's Siggy going down here, and eventually Maria May not tanky enough. Falls off Scarl, falls off completely off the map. That's Mischief and Jordarsnapper having to run away into the fountain. Not going to be doing much more from this point. Mischief goes golden to stay alive for a little bit longer, but will fall though thanks to that hook from Thresh. And Somnio eSports actually securing this clean best of 3.